Few civilizations in history have captured the imagination like the Roman Empire. For centuries, Rome stood as a symbol of unmatched power, cultural sophistication, and military dominance. But even the mightiest empire in history couldn't last forever. Why did the Roman Empire fall? Today, we'll explore the key reasons behind one of history's greatest collapses. Let's dive in. The Roman Empire, at its peak in the 2nd century CE, stretched over 5 million square kilometers, encompassing diverse cultures, languages, and economies. But by 476 CE, the Western Roman Empire had crumbled, and its last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, would continue, but the fall of Rome marked a turning point in history. Why? Let's break it down. One of the foundational cracks in Rome's structure was its economy. The empire relied heavily on conquest for resources, but as expansion slowed, so did the influx of wealth. Rome faced severe inflation due to the debasement of its currency. Over time, coins were made with less silver and gold, eroding trust in their value. Meanwhile, heavy taxation crippled citizens and businesses. Wealth inequality widened, with elite landowners thriving while the common people struggled. The rural economy faltered, trade networks weakened, and local economies became fragmented. Another major issue was political instability. Rome's leadership often fell victim to corruption, inefficiency, and power struggles. During the empire's later years, it wasn't uncommon for emperors to rule for mere months before being overthrown or assassinated. In just a 50-year span, from 235 to 284 CE, the empire saw over 20 emperors, many installed by the military. This constant turmoil eroded stability and faith in central governance. The sheer size of the Roman Empire became a double-edged sword. While its vastness brought wealth and diversity, it also posed insurmountable challenges. Defending such expansive borders required immense resources. The empire faced constant threats from Germanic tribes in the north, Persian forces in the east, and even internal revolts. Over time, maintaining a professional, loyal army became difficult. Rome increasingly relied on mercenaries, many of whom lacked loyalty to the empire, further weakening its defenses. The most immediate and visible factor in Rome's fall was the series of invasions by barbarian groups. Germanic tribes such as the Visigoths, Ostrogoths, and Vandals pressed against Roman borders for centuries. In 410 CE, the Visigoths, led by Alaric, famously sacked Rome. Later, the Vandals raided the city again in 455 CE. These incursions not only caused destruction, but also symbolized the weakening of Roman dominance. In 285 CE, Emperor Diocletian made the fateful decision to divide the empire into eastern and western halves, believing this would make governance easier. While the Eastern Empire flourished, the Western Empire struggled. The division created competing priorities, weakened centralized authority, and left the West more vulnerable to external threats. Constantinople became the new center of power, leaving Rome increasingly marginalized. Some historians argue that societal changes also played a role in Rome's decline. The loss of traditional Roman values, the spread of Christianity, and declining civic participation have all been cited as factors. Christianity, in particular, shifted focus from loyalty to the state to spiritual salvation, although many historians debate the extent of its impact. Even nature seemed to conspire against Rome. Changes in climate disrupted agriculture, while devastating pandemics weakened the population. The Antonine Plague and later the Plague of Cyprian ravaged the empire, killing millions. This population decline strained the economy and reduced the number of soldiers available for the army. It's important to remember that no single factor caused Rome's fall. Instead, it was the culmination of economic troubles, political instability, military struggles, and cultural changes. In many ways, the Roman Empire didn't fall overnight. It transformed. The Eastern Empire, or Byzantium, carried on Roman traditions for another 1,000 years. Meanwhile, the remnants of Roman governance and culture laid the groundwork for medieval Europe. Rome's story is a reminder of how even the greatest powers can face decline. But its legacy endures in our laws, architecture, and even languages. Understanding Rome's fall helps us better appreciate the complexities of history and the lessons it offers for the present.